FSCD Forms Series, Mileage and Parking Log. The FSCD program follows the guidelines of the Financial Administration Act, which mandates families to keep records confirming their need for reimbursement for a 7-year period. To make this easier, the FSCD program provides specific forms that families can use to track their expenses. This video talks about the mileage and parking log. In this short video you will learn why and when it must be used, where to find it, how to fill it out. In some cases, the Family Support for Children with Disabilities (FSCD) program may offer support with extraordinary costs related to transportation and parking costs. When that is the case, the parent or guardian must use this form to track expenses related to mileage, parking, and public transportation. When claiming these funds, there is no need to send the form for the claim to be processed. However, as per FSCD agreement, the parent or guardian should keep this form and any receipts or documents that can justify the reimbursement as part of their FSCD records for a 7-year period. This is because within this 7-year period there will be a review of the reimbursements paid to that family, and the family must provide the receipts and/or forms that justify the expenditure. This form is sent to you as an attachment to the welcome email from your designated FSCD contact. It is also part of a document called Family Information Package, sent to the parent or guardian after a first phone call with one of our team members. The parent or guardian can also request the form directly from a designated FSCD contact at any point in time. If the parent or guardian is familiar with the location of a local FSCD office, they may visit the office to obtain copies of this form as well. The address of all FSCD offices is available online. To find them, open a search page. Type FSCD offices. The link with the addresses should be the first one shown in the search results. Open the link and select the location that is closer to your address and click on Update. The address and phone number for your local FSCD office will be shown here. Keep in mind that some offices may require parent or guardian to schedule in advance. Now, we will show you how to fill out each of the fields on this form. Child's name. Enter the name of the child eligible for FSCD. In cases where there are more than one eligible child under the care of the parent or guardian, the parent or guardian should fill out one form per child. Month. Write down the month covered by this form. You will need 1 month of expenses per form. Grand totals. This is the sum of all the amounts entered in the column total mileage and parking cost. The parent or guardian can request both mileage and parking cost at the same time or just one of them if that is the case. Date. Enter here the date of the event. It should be written in the format, month, day, year. Example, November 20th, 2023, which represents November 20th. Make sure your writing is easy to read, so if a Government of Alberta employee needs to review it, they won't have any difficulties understanding the information there. Purpose of the trip. Write down here a very brief description of the reason for this trip. Keep in mind that the reason for the trip must be related to disability. Common examples are pediatrician appointment, wheelchair adjustment, feeding clinic, neurologist appointment, etc. From. Enter here the departure address. You can enter here the accurate initial address for the trip. It does not have to be your home address. 2. The destination address. This is likely to be address of the practitioner, hospital, or clinic that you visited on that day. Mileage. Use this field to enter the total of kilometers traveled that day. Government of Alberta will use tools like Google Maps to review the distance, so make sure the distance entered is accurate. Rate. As of January 2024, the rate covered by FSCD is 12 cents per kilometer. You must multiply the total kilometers, mileage, traveled by 12 cents and enter the total here. Parking cost. If there was any cost for parking regarding that same date or line, enter the amount here. Remember, always enter the accurate amount spent in parking, if any. If the cost for parking was $10 or less, the receipt is not mandatory. If the cost for parking was $10.01 or more, having a receipt is mandatory. Your FSCD agreement will specify the dollar amount limit for this service. Grand totals. This section is used to indicate the grand total for mileage and parking cost, if any. Simply sum up all the entries in both columns: total mileage and parking cost. Now, let's see how a form with multiple entries would look like. Note that the grand total is simply the sum of the fields above. Remember, you should fill out one of these forms for each month when it was necessary to drive to an appointment. If, in a certain month, you did not claim any amounts, you will not need a form for that month. Should you still have any questions, please reach out to your designated FSCD contact. Thank you for watching this video.